The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and Candace is back in the house today.
I am. I look like I'm still half asleep. I don't know.
Did you not sleep well last night?
I slept pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. You know, some days I wake up and look like I'm
Puffy?
puffy in the eyes. Yeah.
A lot of folks say it's caused from snoring. Is that true to that?
I don't know, but I do snore. I will say I did not think I did, but I've woke myself up lately, snoring. You know.
I think most people do, and they just don't realize it until somebody records it and shows it to you, and you go, "Nah, I don't do that."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some are louder than others that you can't stay in the same hotel with.
Yeah. Some sound like they're going to like suck up the drapes from the.
Sound like one of those airboats.
What they call it, sawing logs.
Yeah. We all know that person, and God bless you if you've got to stay in that same room with that person.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people when they stay at deer camps and stuff, like I didn't get any sleep. So and so was snoring, you know.
So what is the answer to someone who snores and you have no choice? You're forced to live with them for the rest of your life. Still got life to go, so to speak. What do you do?
I don't know. I mean, you know, those CPAP machines do keep them from snoring, I will say. But not everybody can have a CPAP machine.
And not everybody will even go take that little test.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but you can get it to where you can do it at home now. So it's not, you don't always have to go to a clinic and do the study. So
Bonnie says she carries earplugs when she's traveling with friends. Mm-hmm. CPAP, Debbie says CPAP is the way to go.
Yeah. I think earplugs would be your best bet if you did not want to hear somebody snoring. Because, I mean, really, there's nothing else you can do. Unless you sleep outside or something.
That's true. We start this morning with horrible news, as there is a wreck on Highway 45 North. As we pull this up, a log truck and a car. Now, when I first found out about this, we were unsure. I used a SUV, but it is a small car involved in this, and I am getting confirmation that there is a death involved with this, of the car running underneath the back of the log truck. Mm-hmm. One person was trapped. And we are now hearing that one person has deceased in this accident. It's right in front of Roto Rooter, right in that area by Simmons Record, north of Lauderdale, after you go under the Highway 45 bypass. Mm-hmm. The last count, and I keep checking over here, Highway 45 still blocked as they are trying to get all of this straightened out this morning. Condolences to those involved. We do not know much more than that at this point. As soon as we get that news, we will pass this along.
Yes, that's awful.
Yeah, a lot of birthdays coming in. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. Let's see. Debbie Gabrielle said that she made someone sleep on the balcony of a condo because they snored so loud.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. That is aggravating, though, you know, when you cannot go to sleep because somebody's snoring so loud.
I know. Ugh. Jamie Lynn tells us that one lane on 45 is now open for people to go around. That is good news. Mm-hmm. Again, we will keep updating you on this as the morning progresses. There is a horrible accident. We don't know what caused it at this point, but it's just a rough thing to drive up on and see there as you're headed into work or wherever you may be going today. From Lakewood, Florida, Becky, and let's see here, Becky Fulton joining us today.
Yes.
Hope you're having a great time there.
Yes.
Also, this morning we'll get into everything that we know about what's going on down on the coast. What has happened to Florida is devastating.
Yeah,
What we do know.
I've seen some of the pictures, the before and after pictures of some of the areas, and it is devastating.
It is just horrible. This morning we started it out right there at dark to where we heard that, well, possibly another car stolen in the Meridian area, and that's what happened as we pulled this up. I always said, let me hit a button because, well, I got to hit a button before I do it. As we pull this up, the 4400 block, here's North Hill Street due south of there, 44th right in there. A BMW was taken early this morning. I don't have a tag number or anything to identify it yet. Hopefully we'll get that before long and we can tell everyone what to be looking for. It's been a rash of stolen cars left and right in our area.
Yeah. Not just in our city. I was listening to some of the national news this morning. It's like it's a fad.
It is.
It's like, I mean, one of the towns said that they had reached their highest,
Stolen
cars up to date. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's going on everywhere, though.
We've got still the Charger that was taken from the Northeast Lauderdale area that is still missing if you have to see it. And I'm sure that they've switched plates on the car by now. But originally, Jay Breezy was the tag. It's white, tinted windows with black wheels on it. If you happen to see one that looks suspicious, contact police. They'd like to know about that to where they could get that back to the homeowner. So we'll watch that. Let's see. Road is back flowing again. I'm getting there on Highway 45. They've been working hard on that. But there's several other cars I know of. The F-350 pickup truck that was stolen from the Hawkins Crossing area, that and a enclosed trailer, still missing. We have a 2000 Chevrolet that I'm aware of that was taken. Somebody was in the woods getting ready for deer season, doing something. It was taken. Over the weekend. And I wanted to bring this up. We don't live in the city, so we don't know about these things like others do. But I got a message that said, hey, please remind everybody that it's over. The recycling truck ain't coming no more. So if you live in the city, you've been separating cans and bottles, and it's not going to do you any good because they're never coming.
I wonder why. Why did they? We don't know.
I remember a while back it was
something.
Yeah, with the city council, they talked. I couldn't tell you for sure, but it was an issue whether it was money involved of what it cost to recycle it. Can't verify it. Okay. But that did go on. Let's see here. I want to bring this up too. This is an area. Let me find this area here to show you about it, because we've reported this area several times of gunshots. And if you live in this area, I think it's Ward 5, Taisha's area. I'm not 100% sure. Can't see my map good from over here. But Poplar Springs Drive. Last week we reported, I think it was 2 shootings in that area, just gunfire. No one hurt. Let's pull this up where you can see this. This is where Old Point Rexall used to be. You go due north here toward Meridian High School. This is Poplar Springs Drive. We had shots reported right along in here, and then right along in here there were shots. Saturday night and also last night, more gunshots reported in that area. So that tells me something's going on. If you live in that neighborhood, be careful. Call the police, ask them to patrol it a little bit more if you live in there. I would. And say, if you wouldn't mind, just drive by. Hey, I don't mind if you shine a spotlight in my window.
Right.
Just so long as I know you're out there.
But it make people feel a little more safe.
A lot of times we see gunfire in areas, and in the next few weeks, more things happen, is all I'm saying. Can't guarantee that. We're just giving you a heads up of what I have noticed lately. Also last night, where Johnson Dodge is, Highway 39, down through that strip. Now, it did not happen at Johnson Dodge, but I'm giving you a visual of where I'm talking about. Let's pull this up. Right through here, this is the Highway 39 bypass. As you come along, here's Kia, here's Johnson Dodge, the Texaco here, and the Shell. A Lincoln Continental, a black one last night. Just so happened to pull up and, lean out the window and fire up about 3 to 5 shots in the air just because they wanted to. Police are still looking for them.
Yeah.
If you happen to have camera footage in that area, see what you can come up with to give to police. Maybe they can find the culprits of that. Have you noticed, and it seems to be, or am I imagining this in my head, and I should track it. We will start this during January. But at the end of the month and the very start of the month, there seems to be more gunfire. Or am I totally missing the boat here?
I don't know. I just feel like it's a everyday occurrence. Obviously it is, but I don't know what the whole idea of shooting up in the air is. Hey, I got a gun.
Or is it territorial? Me. This is my area.
I don't know.
Yeah. We don't do that, so we don't quite understand it.
That's right. That's not our daily
routine. Happens a lot in that area. Also, we had gunshots in the area of the 1300 block of 19th Street, that area right in there. George Reese area there, those apartments, some shots were fired. No one's hurt on any of these that I had. Also, 53rd, let's just keep going since we're on a roll here to keep you updated what we're doing. It was a lot of activity this weekend. 53rd Avenue, shots reported there. No one hurt over the weekend. We do have shots in the area, and this was a little bit more to the shots were reported in the area first of Highland Park. A little later on, it would be reported that there were some teenagers with guns waving them around at people, kind of threatening them. Then somebody would set a 2x4 on fire in one of the restrooms there. Fire department quickly put that out. We do see a lot going on in that area of the Highland Park area, and the folks that live in that area know that.
I really feel bad for people who live in these high crime areas, you know.
And I hate this, and I think most would agree, if we had enough people on the police force, which we don't right now. It's a lack everywhere. But if you had an officer that basically stayed in that area in those overnight hours or during the day to monitor it a little bit closer, police presence in those areas sometimes keeps bad folks from doing things that they don't see anybody, they do what they want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some people don't care at all, you know.
We had two. That's why I'm telling you, am I imagining this? You know, normally on a Monday, there's one or two places that you bring up. Well, we heard this, but here we go. 26th Avenue. Shots reported in that area. 20th Street, 26th Avenue. No one hurt in that. We also got more gunshots reported in that area. We will go to the 1800 block of 26th Avenue over the weekend. Gunshots reported there. They were extremely busy. And I've got more notes. I mean, it just goes on and on of things that have gone on. Saturday night, we had shots near St. Francisville Apartments, Poplar Springs Drive. We mentioned that. Shots in that area there. Let's see here. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department involved in a little small chase there Saturday night of somebody that ran from them. They would find the car after they tried to hide it right down the street there. This would be, let me give you the area of that where all that went on. The 2300 block of 19th Avenue, they would get the car and may have been stolen there. Let's see here. We talked about that, George Reese, and I think that covers all of our gunshots that went on over the weekend. But
Didn't you say somebody got shot, though? And
yeah, we did.
Shot?
Here we go on this. Accidental discharge is the way it is worded as we go to the 45th Street and 35th Avenue area there. We had someone wounded in the leg.
Yeah, claim they shot themselves.
I don't know how you do that, but...
I mean, that's been like that's been kind of a regular occurrence, too. People claiming they shot themselves.
Yeah, I do hear that a lot. And leg wounds are very common.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but that is one of the most common places that people are hit. Several places. We got more coming up. There's so much been going on over the weekend. We're not done yet. So stay with us. We'll be right back with more information as we begin your Monday morning with Scotty Ray and Candace. The Neshoba County Co-op, 338 West Main Street in Philadelphia, is ready for deer season. Are you? Come choose from one of the largest hunting boot selections around that fits you. The scent wall is packed with many brands that you trust like Tinks and many more. Tons of deer attractions like Acorn Rage, Persimmon Crushed, or Deer Cocaine. All styles and types of feeders that you may need this year. Maybe it's a deer condo you need or a pop-up blind, hunting clothes and more. You'll find it all. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs. Journey onward.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. And we're getting questions about this, and we're unsure. But we posted it so everybody would know. We're unsure if it was an argument or if they ran out of gas.
Yeah.
But Batman has been spotted, folks.
Oh, gosh.
Here's Batman. Let's pull this up where you can see.
I've seen everything, but obviously not.
Batman walking down Highway 19. He either run out of gas, or him and Robin are in a.
Or maybe he's getting an early jump on trick or treating. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just something you don't see every day in our area.
Yeah. Where's the Batmobile?
Oh, it's parked somewhere. So
gosh.
keep that in mind. And this is October, believe it or not, October the 3rd. We've got a bunch of things coming up for the month we'll be telling you about here in a few moments of events. Now, something else that is happening that has been, what's the word I'm looking for, Candace, of when you try to go somewhere and your route is just interrupted and you can't get where you want to go?
What word are we looking for?
We're looking for this here is over the last few weeks under I-20, you can't leave.
A detour type thing.
You can't leave the crossroads there if you went to Chick-fil-A or you went to Sam's.
Yes.
Today, the lanes are switching. The northbound lane will be open, and now the southbound lane will be closed. You will need to take a right, go up to New South Ford, circle underneath the bridge by Bow, and come back down to reach the shopping area there. A little bit of a hindrance there, but we can all make it.
To me, that's not as bad, though, as...
Going all the way up?
Right, because the other day I forgot, and then I had to go down the interstate. So.
There's Debbie. Where were you when I needed you a second? Miss Debbie, where'd she go there? Miss Debbie Gabriel.
Chaos.
It was.
Yeah.
That's the word for it.
It is chaos.
Levi says he thinks the Batmobile was stolen. That's why Batman was walking.
That might be so, you know.
That's pretty good.
Poor thing got his Batmobile
So did
stolen.
Gene. Gene thought the exact same thing that everybody else was thinking. Oh. And Anna, you're right. We mentioned the wreck there again a minute ago there on Meridian, and the road is open now as emergency crews are pulling all that out of the way there. And I can't stress to y'all enough, we don't know who or what, but there's a family that absolutely needs prayers from that accident this morning.
Yes.
And as soon as we know more about that, we'll get that posted so everyone will be on top of it. We had Highway 39, if you're going up toward the Naval Base and you go through the red light there at Briarwood, and you know the store that sits on your left, that's Poplar Springs Drive that runs into Highway 39. We had an accident there, a car rollover over the weekend. There were no major injuries involved with that. They were all checked out, but still, car flipped upside down. I think that was Saturday night when that went on. October 1st, that was Saturday. Just to let you know, if you saw a bunch of lights in your area, that was going on.
Yes.
And when we can, we absolutely praise our police departments when they do an excellent job. And today, we do that. Saturday night, we were talking about cars that were stolen.
Yeah.
The Meridian Police Department recovered a stolen car, a Hellcat. Those are very expensive.
I want to say, I mean, that looks a lot like the one that I was telling you.
That went past?
Yes.
It may have been. You never know.
I mean, really, this one had really dark. It looked a lot like that. It had really dark tinted windows, but yeah.
Hopefully, the owner has the car back by now. We'll find out a little bit more from MPD about that.
When was that stolen?
I don't know the
other day,
date. Okay. It was from out of state and brought in.
Okay.
Y'all just don't realize what a big.
Well, this one looked like he was like trying to get away from something. I don't know, or heading to a fire. I don't know, you know.
But it was stolen in another state and then driven to our area. But this is such a big industry. Now, whether or not they're chopping them up, but what we've seen of local cars, 90% of the time, not every time, but most of the time, they're using in other crime. That's why they're taken, so that their car won't be used.
Right.
Always double check your car if it's been stolen to make sure something wasn't left in your car that you don't want kids to touch or grab. Always go through your car again, no matter what. We got a new place to go today.
Yes.
I hope you're not visiting.
I hope I'm not visiting or you are visiting. No.
I just want to do a drive-by.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department has moved, and doesn't it make you, as you look at this building, want to say, the beef people? I mean, you just can't help but look at that building and say, it's the old Winn-Dixie building there in Village Fair Mall is where they are, if you're wondering where the sheriff is.
Yes.
Billy's got a new office.
It looks really nice.
It does. So upgrades to that before long. In front of it will be the new courthouse, as people will be moving over there as Meridian makes some adjustments.
That has really come along fast, because I don't go that way often, but when I went by the other day and saw that, I mean, it's really a nice facility.
Now, and I want to remind y'all of this. Now, I'm not being ugly in any shape, form, or way. I just want to remind you, as you drive by and look at that, come late December when you get that little piece in the mail and you go, oof, and your land taxes are up. Congratulations, you're building a new courthouse. That's what got passed last year, is we'll find out just how bad it's going to be for everybody else. It's going up.
Let's hope not a lot.
That old one didn't look so bad, did it? That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be strenuous for a lot of people.
What some people pay in land taxes. It's crazy.
I'll be honest with what do you call it? What do you call that thing?
Homestead exemption.
Yeah, with homestead exemption, I'm paying $4,000 already.
Oh my Lord!
Where is it going from here? That's my house and my little shop I got, but it's fixing to get worse.
Yeah.
And at what point can you no longer afford it?
Well, like I was saying, I don't know if I mentioned it to you. I mean, just expenses, like crazy expenses. But the other day we got a thing in the mail about flood stuff. I don't know if any of y'all got that. Did I mention this the other day? Flood. Anyway, our mortgage place where our home is mortgaged sent a thing in the mail saying, "Oh, you've been rezoned.
They do that.
You're now in a flood zone." I mean, we're on a hill. I don't see how we can even flood. But, anyway, so now we have to have flood insurance, have to carry flood insurance, which I was informed was an extra $800 a year.
I can see that.
So, yeah, crazy.
That did happen to me one time when we were when I left Scuba. We sold our home, and then at the closing, it had only been like 2 days. Before that, they had just changed our home to a flood zone. No one had any idea. They don't send you anything in the mail and let you know that about that.
Yeah, and nothing floods on our property except for maybe down by the creek. It's every now and then it's gotten out like once or twice.
That's what a creek is. I had a creek too.
But that's way on the back of the property. I don't know. Way away from our home. But
congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you feel good about that.
Oh, yeah. Any added expense is always wonderful.
It is, yeah. Go buy you a little gas. You'll feel good. Makes you want to call Uncle Joe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd have an earful for him.
Bless him. We had a huge drug bust on Friday. Now, this happened right after we got off the air on Friday morning. This would be near Walmart in the parking lot, as a matter of fact. Don't remember how they got the tip. Well, hopefully we'll get more information on this. But as we pull this up and go to sammedia.network, this happened in front there. Nearly, or I think maybe a little more, 2 pounds of marijuana and a bag full of pills were recovered. Possibly a stolen car involved. Now, I'm not 100% on the stolen car. We're still waiting to hear all of that. But that's major. I've seen video of the front of that, of where the cops were taking this, and it was large amounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is not like you got a little, no, this was major.
Well, I'm glad they got them.
Yeah.
The less we have of that mess in our area, the better.
And, and I only wish, and we all know that in some shape, some of this is grown here, yes. But we all know that this stuff comes from other countries, smuggled in, possibly named the cartel. I certainly wish we could do more halting all of that.
I don't know that much about drugs. I mean, I've never done drugs. But
Me either.
I'm just saying, there's so many instances these days of things being laced with fentanyl and different things that, will kill you just like that. And people still take that chance and do these drugs. I don't understand it. I guess addicts, that have to have it. And
I don't know if you've seen this, but I forget what major city it was in, and Meridian had a little bout of it. Occasionally, a city will get a round of bad drugs, and I forget what town that was, where it was like 100 people flopped out on the sides of the streets, knocked out from it. And you can tell where they got it.
Yeah. It's scary, though, because young people get these drugs, and, I've tried to stress to mine so many times when they were younger, you can try something one time. Make that bad decision one time, and it could kill you, or you could be addicted to it from then on.
That's right.
It's just scary.
That's right.
Raising children.
Don't risk it. Don't date an ugly girl. Right. Next thing you know, 9 kids, and you'll be singing that song by Charlie Robinson. I hope our kids look more like me.
Oh my goodness.
Careful out there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We dig deeper into this as we don't know all of the answers. Let's just be honest about this, because little information creeps out each day.
Right.
But as we start digging deeper into this scandal in Mississippi, which is the largest ever in our state, and we're talking about the welfare scandal. It gets deeper and deeper as now some more texts have been leaked. I know that Mississippi Today has eased this out. And one of the texts there was from Brett Favre to Nancy New, who has been convicted. She is now working with authorities, her and her son.
Yeah,
They have
were
not
the
been
ones
sentenced.
with the nonprofit thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Here's a text message that was sent from Brett. It says, Nancy, I spoke with John Gilbert this evening, and between you and I, he is very leery of accepting such a large amount of grant. Got me very uneasy. Brett Favre texts Nancy New, and who he's referring to is the man that is over USM. He met with him, and he was a little leery going, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
So just a hint. Does that prove anything? No. But it does show that they are investigating a little bit further into this than they were. This is huge for our state. We've got one person that is definitely going to jail. The News are going to jail. We got two others that have been accused. But high up the totem pole, so to speak, nothing has happened yet. There's a few
I'm
of them.
sure they want all of their ducks in a row before
yeah.
they move on in.
There's a few of them that wear ties that are doing this.
Yeah.
A little nervous. I would be if I was involved in that.
Yeah. Best thing to do, keep your nose clean. Don't do anything like that. You won't have to
Denise
worry
says
about
it does show intent, if nothing else.
Goodness.
It's some concerning. As I've mentioned before, a white-collar crime is just as bad as a blue-collar crime. I know that there's folks that go in and rob stores, but in reality, this is just as bad. You're just holding up more people with an ink pen.
Right.
Gives you something to think on, for sure there. We wanted to mention a couple of things that are going on in the community. You had mentioned one that you knew about.
Yes, I've got to get it pulled up.
Well, let's see here.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
got one here I'll start out with. Benevolent Association is having their big golf tournament coming up this weekend. Now, this helps a lot of people in our community, the Police Benevolent Association. It'll kick off Saturday morning at 9. Entry fee of $45, $180 a team. It helps kids. Those guys do so much for our community. So if you're a golfer, talk to them. Keith, be glad to help you.
Yes, and they're going to have a Buddy Hines Memorial Boston Butt Cooking, and it's going to be at the E.J. Knox King Solomon Masonic Lodge number 130. That's going to be Saturday, October the 8th, and it starts at 8 a.m. and goes to 12 p.m. You can pick up your Boston Butt if you've bought a ticket, or if you know someone who's in that Masonic Lodge, get with them. They have tickets for sale. They're $30 each. And you can pick your Boston Butt up at 5073 Russell Topton Road.
You know, I don't know whether it's just instilled in my head. Every time I hear about the Shriners, it pops in my head, and I hear Ray Stevens go, well, how'd you get that Harley up on the high dive? It's the Royal Order of the Alibaba Temple.
Yeah.
Ray Stevens was funny. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to that. The Shriners Convention, I think, was the name of that.
Okay.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, but that is the Buddy Hines Memorial. So, y'all, if you want to get you a Boston Butt, you can go out there and get one.
Now, this is a benefit coming up for the young lady that was involved in the accident. And I think there's several different ones, but this is the only one I've got. So if there's one for the other young lady, let us know, that was involved in the accident in southern Clark County there, Acock Road. This is coming up for Makala Castleman. Fish fry. Plate's going to be Saturday, October the 15th from 11 until 2 at Gigi's. Now, this is going to be out near Delwood at the main gate.
Yes.
So if you can help out, they would certainly like that. Come by and get a meal, and it'll go to a great cause of helping that family as they recover.
Don't forget your ticket, though. If you bought a ticket to get a plate, you got to bring that with you.
I'm real bad about that.
Yeah.
I promise y'all I bought one.
Yeah.
Already 8:28 this morning with Scotty Ray and Candace. We hope you got a smile. If not, we'll try to find one for you and share one with you.
Yes.
Keeping you up to date with the very latest
It's
of what goes on.
A beautiful day out there.
In the neighborhood.
It is.
You were a Mr. Rogers fan, weren't you?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Have you got one of those sweaters?
No, I don't. I do have something kind of similar to it, but yeah. Yeah, I don't go change my sweater, change my shoes when I go into work.
Look, it makes you think of it. Every time I watch this, and I don't know if anybody else ever watched it on Saturday Night Live, is when Eddie Murphy played Mr. Rogers. Hello, boys and girls.
He was hilarious. That's back when the days
When it was funny.
of it, when it was really funny. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't beat Eddie Murphy in a skit, or Dan Aykroyd, or any of those,
They this weekend, and I didn't watch the season premiere, but Saturday Night Live came back on. It was a little late past my bedtime, but they poked fun at themselves in the opening scene of where they had another Trump scene, and they break in as in Brett Favre. No, what's the other one that's funny? This football player that does all the commercials. Oh, you know him, Manning, Eli. Is it not? He's Eli's brother. Which
Peyton.
Is Peyton, and is supposed to be Pate. Peyton Manning analyzing what they're doing. This is their 13th joke to make fun of it. It sounded cute. I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, I hadn't watched Saturday Night Live in a long time, but I kind of got out of watching it.
There's a lot of people that think that in the next, it's 48 years going on, and they're saying, well, it may not make it that much longer. Who knows? Because it has really turned into a political show instead of a funny show.
I wonder who is playing Trump. I mean, do they still have Alec Baldwin playing Trump?
They had a new one this weekend. Yeah, he wasn't it.
Controversy, yeah.
What a shame. Oh, we're not going to miss him, are we? No.
I just miss the days when they made fun of, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Not just bashed one particular,
That's
person.
Right.
So.
If you make fun of Pepsi, you need to make fun of Coca-Cola. Just be fair about it across the board.
That's right.
What was it? Take the Pepsi challenge. Honestly, did you do it?
No. Are you talking about the challenges where they dump ice? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
How can you be up on this earth and not know about the Pepsi challenge?
What was that?
It was when Coca-Cola changed to the new Coke, so Pepsi goes, They set up in every grocery store in America, and when you walked in, they had it blocked where you couldn't see it, and you took the Pepsi challenge and drank both.
Oh,
and then
I
you
never
chose
took the Pepsi
drink.
challenge.
You didn't take the Pepsi challenge?
I did not take it.
And from what the survey said, everybody walked away saying they like Pepsi better.
Huh.
The Pepsi.
Yeah.
Candace.
The Pepsi challenge to
That
me is
was-
when I drive up through a drive-through and I go, I need a Coke, and they go, we don't have Coke, we have Pepsi. I'm like, okay.
Y'all remind me, that was in the 80s, but I don't remember the exact year, but I remember what was the big grocery store that used to have the two cows on the front?
That was the one that's
It was Sack and Save.
Yeah, the save a lot now. Yeah. I knew I was not going crazy. I knew there was cows up, and they used to move.
Yes, they sure did.
Yes,
And a lot of people.
That was really neat. I remember that as a kid. I was excited to go see the cows.
A lot of folks thought they were on a date. Pasture party.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that did happen. So I'll try to remember the year here in a minute. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Candace. Good morning. Time to stop spending your entire weekend mowing grass. Step up to a Skag zero-turn lawnmower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Join Mike Rice Auctions and Wholesales every Tuesday night for a live auction, and you can bid from the comfort of your own home. Each week, Mike has a whole selection of auction items. Maybe you're a business that needs a liquidation sale. Or maybe you're in charge of an estate and don't know what to do with all you got. Talk to Mike Rice Auctions about an estate sale. Let Mike turn these items into cash for you. Your next deal is waiting for you at Mike Rice Auctions and Wholesale this Tuesday night, live on Facebook at 6:30. And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. And we go to the correction department first off.
Yeah.
Denise, you are 100% right watching this morning. It was Warehouse Food Center that originally had the cows behind Bonanza there, which is now Cash Savers and moved a lot.
Yeah. But I do remember that. And we were still talking about Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scotty Ray brought something up about
Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you go to Atlanta, the Coca-Cola world, you can go in and taste the different Coca-Colas. And what I did not know until I visited there is that Coke is not Coke everywhere. Each country has a different taste of Coke. Why? I don't know. Why not leave it like they used to have it in Vicksburg? Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
But it is many flavors of the original Coke.
Yeah, and there's also like it's a variety of, Coke flavors. I did not care for cherry Coke.
It's not my favorite either.
It just didn't taste good to me. But I know there's now a coffee Coke. I think I'm gonna have to bring that in, and we'll have to try that. Coffee Coke, Coke with coffee. I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
The strangest thing is I very often every now and then a Sprite or a Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I used to. Do you remember, like I said, when you used to drink the Cokes from when we were little? It would burn your nose.
That would be if you coughed while you were drinking and it come out your nose. That is and admit it, that's happened to everybody. Mm-hmm. That is the worst feeling in the entire world.
I just remember when I was little, my grandparents always got the little 6-pack of the little small bottles of Coke where you had to return them back to the store when you got done drinking them. And my grandmother would always make me a Coke float with them. That was I was so excited.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Dawn says she remembers Have a Coke and a Smile. That was a big campaign. And also, I remember this as a wee bitty little fella, and I bet there's other folks that remember this. Remember that song, I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing?
In Perfect Harmony. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that? What happened to the good days of campaigns instead of people?
They need to go back to that. You know how they'll bring stuff back?
Yeah.
They need to go back to that.
They have people representing them now. I go, who are you? Mm-hmm. Why? I don't get it. Commercials no longer identify the product to where they really used to. And now you can watch a commercial and go, what were they selling?
Yeah.
Honestly, on a national level, I'm not talking local commercials, but on a national, like tennis shoes and phones, and you walk away and you go,
yeah. Who come up with that? And what were they drinking?
Yeah. Coke with peanuts. I agree.
Some of these commercials nowadays should be R-rated. I mean, they should have a rating on them.
Yeah.
It's because when your kids are sitting there and they're watching just regular television with you, and all of a sudden one of these off-the-wall commercials come on.
It's kind of scary. Didn't we have some birthdays roll in this morning?
Yes, we did. It's Dr. Roy Scott Harrell. I think it was from Oak Grove Baptist Church. Happy birthday to you. And Nick Anderson, happy birthday to you also. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day.
Yeah. Normally at this time we go over what went on in history, and seeing as how this weekend I somehow or another forgot to do it, we're just going to have to tell you about a few. We have no pictures to back this up today.
That's okay.
Whoops. 1941. Anybody remember a guy that said, come on, baby? Can you do it? Let's do the what?
Let's do the twist.
Chubby Checker was born. 1941 on this date. Now, a little bit later on, and this is just, I am so amazed every time I read something about this guy and look back on his life. 1945, it would be the very first public appearance of a young man that would go on from Mississippi to change the world. And it would be a song called Old Shep. Anyone know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the song.
Elvis Presley made his first public appearance at a Mississippi Alabama State Fair. Pretty neat little story there. Old Shep. It was about a dog. That's all I can tell you about that. 1950, the number one song in America. It'd be by a Canadian that came here by the urging of several country artists because they thought he was good. And it was called I'm Moving On. Hank Snow hit the top of the charts for 21 weeks with I'm Moving On.
That is a big deal. 21 weeks at the top of the chart.
It was a good song, and I can't sing fast enough to keep up with it. I've tried, but hadn't heard a song quite like that in a while. 1954, you know him as a reverend. He's a civil rights leader. A lot of people look up to this guy, Al Sharpton, celebrating a birthday. Born in 1954.
Yes. Now, Alfred Charles.
Tell me this.
That's his name.
What group, and I probably am going to regret asking this, that I should know this. Stevie Ray Vaughan, what group was he with, or was Stevie Ray all by himself?
I don't really know.
But he was also born on this date in 1954. One of the greatest guitar pickers that there ever was, or players, however you want to word that. I just don't remember the group that Stevie Ray was with.
He was a blues guitarist, is that right?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Find out a little bit more than that. Let's see, 1961, and this would be so weird looking back now because married couples with separate beds. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah.
But it would debut today, 1961. Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke would stare at each other across the bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird.
Explain that, Lucy.
A lot of people had the separate.
And I'm trying. I knew at one time of who had the first integrated bed.
I don't know, but I do know that talking about snoring, that
Yeah.
there are couples who one sleeps in one room and the other sleeps in the other.
You have
because
to.
they cannot stand to hear them snoring.
Yeah.
So,
Every now and then somebody sleepwalks.
goodness.
Woody
You put a
Guthrie.
chain at the top of the door for the ones that sleepwalk. Yeah.
Ooh, have mercy. Let's see here. 1967, this guy that wrote The City of New Orleans. Anybody remember Woody Guthrie? Mm-hmm. He struggled with the disease. It was called Huntington's disease. He passed away.
15
Guthrie.
years with that.
Blake Shelton's new wife, we call her new. They may have been married now for a couple, 3 years. I just get so used to him being married to other people
I know.
several times. Okay, it was a lot of them. But his sweetie now, Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, Gwen.
Stefan.
Yeah, Gwen,
Gwen-
Stefani.
Is that how you say it?
Stefani, yeah. Paltrow was she's another actress.
Y'all know if she would change her name to Shelton, I could pronounce that.
Stefani
saying-
Paltrow.
Yeah, kind of close. It would
But, yeah.
be, let's see, fast forward. Now, I would hints to think there's no one that doesn't know this or remember it. 1995, he would be, cleared of all charges, O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
But America didn't believe it, did they?
You know, that still blows my mind.
The glove.
Yeah.
It was the glove. Maybe.
Yeah.
I just, we look at it now and go, can't you see the writing on the wall?
Well, they were saying the glove did not fit right.
Correct.
I mean, who's to say that thing didn't shrink in time or something?
Could have. Who knows if the glove was even used in that? Puppy dog could have drug it up too.
Yeah, anything.
We don't know. A lot that we'll never know about that case.
That's awful.
2005, they would release this song on the day, and it would probably change your world because she is such a beauty, such a good-hearted person, and changed the music world. She won a TV show.
American Idol.
Yeah, American Idol.
Yes, she did. Carrie Underwood.
Jesus Take the Wheel was released on this date. Can you believe that's
a pretty
15, 17 years ago?
It does not seem like she's been.
That's horrendous.
It didn't seem like it's been 17 years at
It
all.
means I'm old. A lot of folks still think that the jury may have made a mistake in their case back there in 95.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, why would you? I mean, the infamous chase and all that took place,
Yeah.
in the Bronco. That guy has passed away, hadn't he, that was driving him in that Bronco? Or has he? I can't remember.
F. Lee Bailey has, one of his attorneys.
I was thinking about the guy that
think you're right.
drove the Bronco.
It sure seems like, I think
like
that you're
it.
right on that. A lot of those have passed away from that. And you got to remember, this was a time that O.J. was playing in all those comedies, The Naked Guns with Leslie Nelson. Funny, he did have some funny parts.
Yeah, he
A
did.
football star hero went bad there. And then he would be arrested for what everybody thought was a small crime, trying to steal back some of his trophies and go to prison. He's out again, though. Scotty Ray and Candace, already 8:43 this morning. Hope you're having a great one.
On this field, as on the gridiron, each inch is fought for and marked by sweat. Each inch taken through disciplined training. With a Kubota L2501 tackling each inch in the trenches, whether those inches are measured here or here, all adding up to yards. For each yard, Kubota measures victory, and the touchdown is Parrish Tractor. Here, we're much more than a tractor store.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
We turn to talk about Snowden and Company. Now, they're there, but there's a lot of things they do, but selling houses is one of the greatest things. So many people have used them. Dakota and Heather did. And, well, if you got a dream home you're looking for, any size that's humongous or, Well, medium size, they got those. Even down to maybe you need a 2-bedroom home. You're just not needing that much room anymore. They can find it, locate it for you, and let you know. Now, they cover folks in Clark, Neshoba, Newton, Lauderdale, even over to the Jackson, Mississippi area, Brandon, Flowood, Madison, Forest. See those areas, they can take care of you there. New listings in Ross Collins coming in daily, the areas. You'll like it. Now, they're open on Saturday. They'll be there through 5 o'clock this afternoon by appointment on Sunday. And that's Amanda. She leads them up there. Certified real estate negotiating expert she is, and this is her team. Drop in and visit with them. They're on Poplar Springs Drive, or just simply call them, 453-3937. You can also visit them online at snowdenrealestate.com. As we remember back, we're getting a comment there from Dawn that says, you must acquit if the glove doesn't fit. Who remembers that line?
Yeah, that was, what was his name, the attorney that was OJ's attorney? I think he's passed
The
away.
Effley Bailey, or the other one?
It was another one.
There was so many.
I can't remember
The Dream
his
Team,
name.
as they called it.
Yeah. Excuse me. I had to
Really,
scoot up in my chair. Feel like I'm sliding out.
It could be. I slide some. I move around in my chair a whole lot of.
I feel like I just slowly am sliding out of my chair. Yeah.
I brought this up earlier this morning, and you never know what's coming up. But as we all know, Russia is threatening to use nuclear weapons. The U.S. has said, if you do, we're coming. Just so that you're keeping up with world news of what's happening out there. We hope that this doesn't come to that's just a threat that he's talking. But
Yeah.
our allies in the U.S. will respond should that happen. And we all know that could not be so good. Let's see here. Did you see where the little guy, he made major news, the Queen, when she passed away, that 18-year-old guard that escorted her, he is found passed away over the weekend.
Oh, my
18
goodness.
years old.
No.
Don't know why, but that did happen over the weekend. Let's see here. We got some other stories that are developing today. I didn't know that the new phones, and I also brought this up this morning, the new phones that are out there, if you're in a crash and you can't call it, will call 911 to notify authorities that something has happened. And it happened 3 miles outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. 6 people were killed in a horrific crash. The iPhone called to alert authorities where they were. They responded. 5 were dead on the scene. A young lady was transported. She didn't make it.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's how I didn't know phones could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I know that I've sat mine in a certain area, and somehow or another, if 2 of these buttons get mashed at one time, it starts doing an emergency call. So maybe, I don't know, if maybe.
And I did. I got corrected. And you're right. And I thought about it after I said it. I may have said it wrong.
Johnny Cochran is who I was thinking of.
Arlo Guthrie sang City of New Orleans. It was Steve Goodman who wrote You Don't Have to Call Me By My Name, actually wrote the song. And I said that wrong. So,
Okay.
correction department, we do go. Done made my mistake for today.
Debbie Mold said Johnny Cochran.
Yes.
And
For the
Robert,
glasses.
yeah, Robert Kardashian.
I forgot about him.
They're both, I think, gone now. But somebody said that Al Cowlings.
Right there.
Yeah, is still alive, the one that was driving the Bronco. I don't know why I thought he was in the news at some point. I don't know if maybe he was, I don't know what it was.
That was the slowest thing I've ever watched in my life. But you couldn't walk away because what happens if something...
I know. I kept...
Just popcorn. Here goes that 94. And that thing ended up selling for thousands of dollars as they auctioned it off.
Yeah.
So there you go there. Let's see what else is happening here across America as we take a look around here. Did you hear about this? This is bad for the fishing world. They had, this was in Ohio. As you weigh in, it was a $30,000 prize, $29,000. They weighed the fish in, and 2 boys had 2 fish, and the guy that was weighing them goes, it looks like a 4-pounder. Weighed in at 7 pounds. The more they piled the fish on, the fishier it got. They would open them up, and they would be loaded down with weights. They have been disqualified.
Oh, my goodness.
That's called wanting to win pretty bad there.
That is. Oh, gosh.
So now it goes to where authorities are involved because that's a scam. They could be charged in this. Suspicious.
I mean, I guess you could just put them right in their mouth, couldn't you?
Yeah, and just push it down.
I see these cuts, but I guess they had to cut them open to find them.
Yeah, to get it out.
But,
CNN reporting that this morning.
gosh, I mean, that's pretty clever.
Yeah, oh yeah. But they put a little bit too heavy of weights.
Yeah.
They wanted that $29,000, and it's going to make everybody kind of skeptical.
Yeah.
It'll end up being to where
So what do you have to do? Cut them all open now?
They will probably eventually get to where they're scanned in some
Yeah.
type of radar form to make sure nobody does that. That's bad.
That
Gives
is
everybody
bad.
a bad name, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ruin it for everybody. All
And
these
Robert,
bad seeds.
You're right. Phones do listen to what you say. Pop up advertisements, all that kind of stuff there.
Yeah. If you don't believe us when we say that, just some off-the-wall topic, start talking about it. Yeah.
It is.
Something
And-
that you never hear about, and it's going to come up on your phone.
Right, your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You never want to talk about her. Bring it up and see what happens. Did you see this over the weekend? How embarrassing this could be. Biden phones one of the Coast Guardsmen that done such a wonderful job of saving people on the coast. Yeah, in just a few days he's going to fire him.
Because he's not vaccinated.
Yeah, I really thought all that was over, but
I don't understand how they still have a leg to stand on.
I don't either.
Yeah, go ahead.
But that's what they'll do. Congratulations! Oh, by the way, your last check's coming.
Yeah.
I just, this is, I don't know how this will work out, but they are going to meet. Ron DeSantis and also Biden will meet, hopefully on good terms, to go survey the destructive damage that we've had from Ian, or Ian, how you pronounce that. 81 people at this point confirmed dead from this, and the number will most likely grow, as we hate to even say this.
Yeah. It's awful. I mean, that, like I said, that devastation. I've not really looked into the Carolinas if there was much devastation there. I think maybe around Charleston or something.
Charleston got a lot of it. It come in as a Category 1.
Yeah.
Most of the deaths will happen back there. And I think we also learned a lot as I watched Reed Timmer and also when I watched Mike's weather as they left. Now, Reed chases tornadoes, but I think he learned a valuable lesson that a tornado and a storm are different as the Dominator 3 was washed away. You didn't hear from him for like 3 days. He was there broadcasting, and boop, he was gone. Mike has always done a great job with hurricanes. He follows them, lets you know what's happening. And one of the statements that keyed me into realizing I think that he made a mistake was, I hope I helped someone leading up to the hurricane, because he left his studio and went out to take pictures, and
Yeah.
you're needed much more in the studio.
Yeah.
Because he lost service, he couldn't do anything.
Well, people can send you pictures also.
Yeah.
It is more important to be.
It's like during tornadoes, I'm not leaving here because I'm much greater use as people send the information here to get it out quicker.
Right. You definitely need beforehand information rather than after.
More on the way with Scotty Ray and Candace as we bring you into a Monday into October. Jackson Flowers has moved to their new location on Highway 19 North. They've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years here in the Meridian area. Open house will be November the 6th from 1 until 5 p.m. Continued great service that you've known for years. They offer floral arrangements, live and artificial, a gift shop, fall and Christmas decor, and birthday treats for the pups. Visit Jackson Flowers in their new location 2 miles north of Walmart on Highway 19 North. Jackson Flowers, for all occasions. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. Mandarin Halo oranges, 3-pound bag, $6.99. Green, red, or black grapes, $2.99 a pound. Idaho potatoes, an 8-pound bag, $3.99. Piggly Wiggly Spring of purified water, 24-pack, 3 for $12. Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for $11. And a 10-pound bag of lead quarters, $7.99 each.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Godwin Cleaning Services are busy today. I hope you get a chance to visit with them as they can show you all of the stuff that they have to offer. Yep, they can clean buildings, they can clean your home, whether it's brick, you've got that rock look, or this particular look of having the vinyl siding.
That's right. They'll make it look brand new.
Clean it up, no time at all. Your roof, whether it's the metal or you get into the different type shingles, so many to choose from there. Brings it back to looking new again, though. We've also got your driveways, your sidewalks, all this here. Maybe it's your patio that needs blown off, cleaned. Look at the difference it makes. It's huge. Cleaning windows and, well, as we mentioned, decks and steps. They all be done in usually an amount of a couple of hours, and it looks great. Call them at 253-8262. Talk to Ryan. They'll help you out there. Clarkdale's done it, and many, many others. That's Godwin Cleaning Services here in Meridian, 601-253-8262. Coming up this week, we're going to have Odie Barrett in to talk about some of the things that are going on throughout the county that we need to be aware of, burn bans and when to burn, when not to. He'll be in. Also, we'll have MCC joining us this week to talk about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As we go into October, of course, pink, you'll see a lot of that this month represents that.
Yes. There was just a ball tournament this weekend. It was a breast cancer ball tournament also.
Right.
So.
And I think we're also going to have Ray Anduraki on with us later on in the week to talk about Christian's law that was passed. She'll be here to talk about that with a few changes that it's made. So we're looking forward to all of those events that are coming up this week. Boy, it's a bunch of... We didn't get any other birthdays, did we? I don't think we did.
I don't think I've missed one, but if I have, y'all...
Let us know. We'll do it tomorrow there. Wanted to mention there's going to be a fall festival at Midway Baptist Church if you'd like to attend that.
That's right. It's going to be Sunday, October the 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. They're going to have food, games, prizes, inflatables for the kids. That's always fun. And in the event of rain, says that they're going to have it. I think we switched. But in the event of rain, the fall festival will be held in the gym. And that's on Old 8th Street Road.
Yeah. Some of those, and let's see, we also have a parade coming to Meridian. Woohoo!
Oh, a Halloween parade.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be on October the 22nd. It's going to start at 6 p.m. $20 entry fee, $100 prize, but for the best overall, and $100 prize for the scariest. So register at www.queencityoctoberfest.com/team-1.
That's a mouthful. We'll post that so you can get it. But that's coming up. We might need to enter that.
Yeah, that would be neat.
I like parades. They're a lot of fun. And we'll tell you about all the festivities that are coming up for the month where kids can get candy and all of this good stuff. We want to thank y'all for dropping by today.
Yes, hope y'all have a wonderful day. And it's a beautiful sunny day. Go out and enjoy it. And if you got to work, you can enjoy it after work. So see you back at 8 a.m. in the morning.
No rain for the rest of the week. Can you believe that?
I know. Nice.
Woo, perfect weather. So join us. We'll be back, as Candace said, tomorrow morning. Y'all have a great, wonderful day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: